That's 3 lifetimes down the road. So, check me after the second lifetime, and then we'll have this conversation. That would be about June of 2013. So we got lots of good things to do in the state of Texas, and lots of challenges to supporting the other competitors. Come on, guys. We're going to go do
That's cool. See, Governor Perry has come into the Bloggers Lounge, meeting some people. And of course, the bloggers are swarming because that's what bloggers do. Well, it's, if you look up bloggers, genus nosiness.
No, I have my own.
So, Governor Perry coming on down through here. Did I just drop my glasses? I just dropped my glasses.
He leaves Kevin Bennett on the way to oppose the Voting Rights Act, or pass. Yeah. What do you call this? That is the old, let's drag out certain types of arguments. The 10th Amendment is clearly about states deciding how they should be allowed to deal with the post-American, whether it's education, health care, the idea that playing the race card on the 10th Amendment, in my opinion, is very intellectually, it's a person with an intellectual deficit. And after seeing what this man's done with Fast and Furious, he's got a deficit in a lot of areas. Everybody, talk to your friends, your family, total strange, interested in political level. You think
anybody that wants to say that we're going to go back to slavery can make that argument. What I'm saying is, I read this into the Amendment, know what it says. It says that the federal government was created by together as the other way around. You frankly doesn't go there. You got a 14th Amendment, read the Constitution. That might be a first one.
Governor, will you be taking any proactive steps to help keep sending Republican congressmen to the House with the House in play?
Absolutely. In a lot of different ways. We'll be campaigning across the country, but more importantly, just talking about the issues that are important to the people of this country, about keeping our taxes low. 10th Amendment. I'm going to be working all across this country, asking men and women who are running for Congress or are in Congress to sign on to a 10th Amendment effort, that they're going to devolve power out of Washington, D.C., that we're going to give this back to the states and allow the states to be the deciders of a huge number of these issues, whether it's health care, whether it's the way that we deliver education, whether it's how we build transportation infrastructure. There are a host of issues. Environmental regulations. You have an administration that has taken the most sweeping steps to impede states' rights from the standpoint of our environmental issues. Whether it's the cross-state pollution rules, whether it's this maximum achievable control technologies, the greenhouse gas. There are about 10 or 11 rules coming out of the EPA that are not EPA's business. They're usurping the rights of the states, like Texas, on our Clean Air Act efforts. And we clean up our air more than any other state in the nation.
Governor, how do you feel about the administration shutting down the Keystone pipeline? That's going to be costing jobs in your area.
Well, we saw the results. And all during the presidential campaign, we brought up that the Canadians, although they're our friends, they're our allies, they're going to sell this oil to someone. Yesterday, we saw the first step in them selling that oil to the Chinese. That's American jobs being lost. That's American security being put into jeopardy. It is a whole host of issues. The union members that are supportive of this president ought to be up in arms that he's killing jobs in America by not allowing this Keystone pipeline to go through. It's been studied. We know it's safe. There are pipelines all across the Ogallala Aquifer today, and this president is kowtowing to his radical leftist environmental friends rather than looking to the future of America, job creation and energy security standpoint.
Thank you most kindly, if I may.
Do anything differently?
Oh yeah, I probably do a lot of things differently.
Do you regret running?
No, not at all. It was a great experience. Not at all. Do I
Regret not winning?
No, yeah, that's what we do in Texas. We get into things to win, whether we're playing football or basketball or whatever.
In January in Iowa, you claimed that there was a war in Lisbon by the Obama administration and what the Obama administration has done with contraceptive mandate. Do you feel vindicated?
Well, listen, I feel vindicated every time I read a news report and I see either Governor Romney or Speaker Gingrich or Rick Santorum or the President talking about an issue that we brought up and injected into the national debate. You know, it is an interesting thing for me to hear the President of the United States using the phrase boots on the ground dealing with our border when a year ago he was talking about how safe the border with Mexico and the United States was. So we're even seeing the President picking up some of the and from that perspective, listen, I haven't left the fight. I went home, I reloaded my mag, and I'm fighting on a different front. That's all that's different. How serious is the situation? Well, it's obviously continuing to deteriorate from my perspective. And it's, as long as the drug cartel is still emboldened, when the United States doesn't have the resources on the border to protect it, then it's going to continue to be a great concern. We put 2 gunboats on the major bodies of water, Lake Onondaga, within the last 3 months, and continue to send our National Guard, our Texas Rangers, our law enforcement to that border to try to protect our citizens. The federal government needs to step in. As we've said many times, this is a very simple process of putting boots on the ground.